Okay, this is the Mardox Daily Live Chat. My name is Nelson Butt, and we have Belinda Condell typing like a nut and Josh making all sorts of noise.
That's Josh, not me.
That's me typing, actually. See?
Okay, so what is net? Let's start with net. Let's start with what everybody's asking about. Net neutrality. It's gone, right? It's history, right?
My husband's all for the.
Who's typing?
Josh.
Dude, you gotta mute yourself and do that. It really sounds horrid.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God.
I stopped typing. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Belinda, were you saying your husband is?
My husband thinks it's good because he thinks that it could be a problem if it's the other way around. That net neutrality isn't really neutral like people think it is. That the government's just basically trying to snow us under, thinking that it would be a good thing. So he was all for.
Your husband
to have our own individual.
Your husband is for a corporation to ultimately own what we can and can't do.
Because he thinks it would actually be more beneficial for people than the other way around, where it actually would not be neutral. He doesn't think it would be neutral.
Well, it's been neutral up until now.
No, well,
it is.
He can explain it better than me. I don't even want to try to explain it.
Yeah. Well, what do you?
Tell him to call me. I'll be happy to explain it to him, and he'll understand why it's a bad idea.
Yeah, because Josh is like the preacher of net neutrality, as your husband is to Christianity. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. But Belinda, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Since you're here and you can explain your thoughts, how do you feel about it?
Well, I just want to be able to have, however you call it, okay, whatever it takes for this. I want to be able to have affordable internet so that everybody can access, especially schools and businesses alike that need access to the internet, not have to pay for a Google search or to watch a movie or anything. They can't say what's going to actually happen. They're just guessing all the different scenarios that could happen. So it's up in the air at this point if they're even repealing it or anything. But I just want it to be that it doesn't change the way we access now. That if anything, it only gets better, not worse. That's my take on it. As far as whatever you want to label that as.
If it gets better, it'll be we could try it. If it gets better, it'd be a good thing. Hopefully it does, but you got to keep in mind these are corporations that all they want is money in their pocket, and they have to enter.
Right.
They have to enter to their shareholders, not the users.
Yeah, I talked to a group of people though that were for this. Okay.
Right.
And they're thinking, like my husband's, is that it actually would be more beneficial for us than the way that we're thinking of net neutrality. They're thinking net neutrality could actually be the death of us because it's also going to give people access, which can mean less for us. I don't understand why or how they think this. I don't understand. I'm only relating the message, okay? To the best of my ability.
Here's the idea that they're not thinking of and what they don't understand. The reason, the pro of non-net neutrality that they're coming up with is null and void here in the United States because of one factor. We don't have competition. And the reason we don't have, they're saying, well, if we abolish net neutrality and we charge more money, we can use that money to build out better infrastructure. The problem is there's no competition in cable markets. Because of that, they haven't built out the infrastructure in the first place. So why the hell do we expect them all of a sudden to build out this infrastructure when they have no competing services against them as it is? It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. What they're going to do is they're going to take that money and pocket it, just like they've been doing, so that they can pay off more politicians to keep their stuff in force. As far as net neutrality goes, basically what you've been doing as a consumer, the consumer model really doesn't change much based on the net neutrality rule. And I know that people may argue with me on that, but it really doesn't change much. What's going to happen is the consumer is not going to notice much of a difference on their billing and their cycle. What they're going to notice a difference on is the sites they used to go to. That's the people that are being hit with the net neutrality ruling. You, I, me, and everybody else that owns an internet company, we're going to have to pay more money in order to have the consumer be able to see our sites at a regular speed. Because otherwise, we're put in a slow lane when everybody else is in the faster lane.
Yeah.
That's when the consumer is going to realize, oh, that's what it did. The small business is getting killed on this deal. The big businesses have to pay more money to have better hosting so they can get in the fast lane, and the small businesses can't compete in the fast lane because they don't have the cash flow to compete in the fast lane.
But it's going to be a little bit different than that. The people who have just websites, like for example with myself, their websites are they're not going to be the ones doing the dealing with the net neutrality or the corporations. It's going to be people like myself that have to buy the bandwidth. I already have 5 terabytes of bandwidth a month. In order for me to guarantee I get optimum speed, I'm going to have to pay more per month for that same 5 terabytes.
Yep.
So that's where it's going to hit as a consumer, as a company like myself or anybody myself and bigger. But
if we have to pay more to get access to the consumer, then the consumer is going to have to pay more when they ultimately get the end product.
Yeah.
So it's going to end up raising fees to the consumer, not maybe on their internet bills, but through the product pricing.
That's right. Yeah. Ultimately, these ebooks of $7 are going to disappear. Everything's going to be $17. Your lowest price things. Like I got a person right now wants to run a website called $2ads.com. And now, because of this, that person's already questioning whether or not the whole concept of $2ads.com is going to be valuable enough, or is that idea already gone down the drain, basically, because of the such a low price? Is it going to cover the cost of hosting and bandwidth and so on? Because that user is going to have to depend on 1,000 or 2,000 sales a month.
Well, $2 in ads that's the reason.
Well, that's
a whole other issue.
No, but
that's a whole other issue in itself, right there.
But no, I can't get into how it's designed, but it is a good system, and every ad you want to put in is $2. It's a concept site that's being worked on, but like I said, I can't get into how it's all designed behind the scenes and how to make the money on it. But that person running $2 ads is going to have to make let's say per day 100 sales a day just to stay in business if the bandwidth prices go up through the roof.
Look, they make 100 sales a day just to stay in business based on the pricing.
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. It's it has to do with the bandwidth.
30 days, $100. That's 3,000. That's 3,000 ads. That's $6,000. That's just barely enough to keep a business open nowadays.
Oh no, not for a website, Josh. We're not talking a corporation here. We're talking a website. A $6,000 for a website that is fully automated. All the person has to do is sit back. That's a huge amount of money. A lot of people would love to have that kind of cash. Considering the hosting is say $100 a month, so now you're still making $5,900. Let's say you pay out $500 in bandwidth to be in the fast lane. You're still well over $4,000 a month in income. That's huge. You're not going to tell me that that's peanuts. There's people out there right now that don't even live on that, But anyhow, it's not the question of the website or whether it's $2 or not. The thing is the bandwidth behind the scenes the price is going to change and go up based on this. Right question is how is it going to affect countries? I mean, people are going to move their websites outside of. God, you guys are just typing like nuts today.
I'm not doing it.
Well,
I just typed one thing.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. But what I'm wondering is, are people going to move their websites outside the United States in order to get seen? To be, I
have already been pricing it.
You've already been what?
I'm already pricing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because you're right.
Yeah, people.
Now, granted, I'm still going to have to pay more to be seen in the United States, but I might as well move my stuff out overseas because it's going to be cheaper overall.
Right. Like me, my server, I'm going to be talking with Soft there. I'm going to ask them how much it's going to cost to move my server to Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver instead of having it in Washington, D.C. So it's just so that I don't have to deal with the fast lane. But I'm wondering about the people that, regardless of where the server is, that how we promote to people and say, come check out our website if you want to buy this for $17. Are they going to be able to get to our website, or is it going to be dead god awful slow for them to get to the general internet?
I don't know.
I would like somebody from the cable companies to stand up and say, hey, this is how it's going to work, because nobody has published what a marketing plan is going to look like going forward. It's just that net neutrality is gone. I don't think it's gone. It's gonna be overturned. I'm pretty sure it will be, but that's gonna be 6 months to a year down the line. It's not gonna be tomorrow morning. Cricket, 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 cricket.
Don't know what else to say on that.
Well, I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah. See, I would like that. I would have liked to have had John Brewer in. He was supposed to be in. He had a topic about traffic exchanges. I wanted him to talk about it, but I guess Johnny went home and went to sleep.
Well, this coming Monday to Friday, I'll be going for Christmas vacation. Normally, I'm here up until Christmas Eve, but this year we're leaving a little earlier to go far, far away.
Yeah.
So this is probably my last show of the year.
Yeah. This one? Oh, cool.
Until January 2nd.
Yeah. Okay. Because I think we're going to end doing shows. I think something like the 20th or something. We'll come back after the New Year's. Last year we did it all through the New Year's, and there was barely anybody that came on.
Yeah.
You know, and barely anybody watched those videos. So it's like, you know, they came back from holidays. I'm not going to watch a week's worth of videos, you know. Especially when you got somebody making all that noise in the background.
Boy, Josh, you're just full of all
He's got TV
today.
running.
Well, now I'm trying to figure out why that. No, actually, the TV's not me.
It's your gain on your microphone set too high. It's picking everything up. If you got the same microphone as mine, on the backside there's a little gain switch, variable resistor. You'd have to drop it a bit.
I don't have that on mine. But the problem I'm having on mine right now is I'm having some internet issues. That's what I'm trying to fix while I'm on the phone here.
You're having net neutrality, dude. It's all about that.
Well,
they just shut you down, bro. They just like
I know.
They just went.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, I can't even access Google right now.
Yeah, they just went. It's
kind of weird.
They just turned. Yeah, I've been having troubles getting to Google today.
Not me. I've been fine with it.
I don't know if it's net neutrality or is it.
No, I don't think it's that quick.
It could be. It could be. It really could be.
Well, I have all my stuff is accessible as always.
These people spent how many millions of dollars to push this through Congress? Do you think that they're just going to go, oh, okay, now we're going to take a year now to do what we have to do?
No, but seriously, I haven't had any access issues today, so it's probably just you guys.
Well, yeah, but I'm not anywhere near Josh. That's the thing. Josh is closer to you than he is to me.
Well, I don't have any issues. I mean, I haven't had one issue on any site so far.
Josh, where are you located in Wyoming? Right? Josh? Cricket?
Hold on, I'm having internet neutrality issues. I am in what they call BFE.
BFE.
Yes.
Big environment?
No. Apparently not familiar with the term. Never mind.
Okay, what's BFE stand for? Go on.
Bumfuck Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Because when I used to play Quake, there was the BFG, and I always liked getting it until someone told me what BFG stands for. Big freaking gun.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's up here too.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people with bells up here.
Yeah.
Big hunting town out here.
Oh, geez. So we didn't do a tech show yesterday. So was there any techie stuff you guys wanted to talk about?
No, the end of the internet happened yesterday, so we haven't been involved too much since then.
Yeah, I had net neutrality happen to me yesterday, and then the snow right before the show, about an hour before, the snow plows went by, and everybody started calling me saying, "Oh, the end of my driveway is buried." So I had to run out and go do that. Holy crap! This guy, what do you got? Like a Boeing? You got a Boeing 747 in your living room, dude?
Me? No.
Oh no, that's okay. Now that's somebody doing something outside in our driveway.
Oh, so
and I don't know what.
Now we know it's Belinda now. See what I'm saying?
So Belinda has a Boeing 747 parked in her
driveway.
No,
it's some tractor machine outside doing something to the pavement, or so I don't know what's going on. Oh it just happened now. It wasn't there until now.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yes.
We don't normally have that, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So for those of you that wear headphones and your ears are just blasted right now, you can contact.
Hey, good news. We're seeing some pushback.
Of?
This is what I was trying to find when y'all were freaking muting my ass on the thing here.
Hey, dude, you don't pay the price, you get muted.
Well, I'm trying to help you find some information, but there is some news coming out of the Woodworks today. The news is that there are...
Would it be called the Webworks instead of the Woodworks?
Okay, whatever. The state attorney generals, they're lining up, and there's a whole bunch of them starting to just file lawsuits against the FCC right now.
Yeah, because the commenting system was unfair, right?
Well, the whole thing is screwed up, man.
Yeah. Well, for one, this vote should never have gone through just as 5 votes. This should have been a vote just like as if you went to vote for a president. Mm-hmm. It should have been the public should have gone to the polls. I think so. It affects everybody, not just a few people. It affects everyone, including.
I don't think you should have gone to the polls. I think you should be left alone.
And the other thing is this. Some people are saying that this should have been a vote that went to the public of the world. Everybody in the world should have voted on this because it affects the world, not just the states.
Man, but then you would have had ISIS saying, down, 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 kill the internet.
So let
that
ISIS,
would have been a bad thing.
Yeah, well, no, but let ISIS do it. Who cares? There'd be more people saying, leave it alone, leave it alone. You know.
I don't know about that. There's still a lot of the world that actually isolates the internet, including China. And so they play that. When you had China and Russia and some of the big populations like that, we would have no freedom at all.
Yeah,
because they'd be forced to vote for whoever their government wants them to vote for.
Josh, let's say you had 1 million kids, okay, and you have a house. Would you want your 1 million kids influenced negatively by your neighbor's kids? No, you'd put that stone wall up and protect all your kids, right?
No.
You would let your kids take over?
Yeah.
Go free. No way I'm paying for you guys until you're 18.
Yeah, Josh would be such a great father. Not kidding.
Well, think about this. Could you father?
I mean, look, I believe in freedom. I don't believe in isolating them because there's, some other shit out there. They should have the freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice, freedom of will. Okay, cool.
That's why I'm all for net neutrality. It's freedom. When you take net neutrality away, it's taking away freedom. What you're saying is add more laws. Well, that's what they just did.
No. What I was saying was I understand where China comes from for isolating the internet.
Not me.
They consider themselves a pure society, so it's like they want to protect what they got.
Pure society, my ass.
Yeah, it's all that rice. And what is it? Soya sauce.
I like cookies.
She likes cookies. Yes. We know this, Belinda.
I like
cookies. Hey, I'm getting better at Rocket League.
I don't even want to know what she declares as. I guess we should have her define what she thinks cookies are.
I think they're brownies. Based on the way she reacts, I think they're brownies.
I hate cookies, man. The cookies track you all over the internet. That's what the NSA's using to track her ass. Belinda likes the surveillance state, I guess. That's what she's saying.
Belinda likes it that you get tracked everywhere. But that's not true either.
Yeah, Belinda's all for cookies. She likes to get tracked like crazy.
But hold on now.
I hate the tracking codes.
In all seriousness, not all cookies track. Okay, let's be clear on that. I use cookies. It's just to keep track if you're logged in or not. That's all it is.
No, I didn't get a lie to you. I use cookies to track the shit out of people.
Mr. John Brewer.
Did he show up?
Mr. John Brewer.
Is he in? Can't see. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Johnny.
Hello, Mr. Brew.
Okay, guys, let him speak.
What's up?
Let him speak. Johnny, are you there?
Yeah.
Johnny's not there. Johnny's all digital. Johnny's old. I can't hear him. I really can't with all the noise in the background. I can't hear him.
Anybody?
Okay, Johnny, speak. Yeah, you're all broken up, buddy. It's all busted up. We can't make out what you're saying. Fine, be that way. Okay. Johnny is going to be back, most likely, because he is a good person and he likes us. Meanwhile, while we're talking, for Johnny, on the screen, you guys, the ones in the live chat, you're not important enough to see this, but on the live stream, I have half the screen is our websites, and I'm telling our members here, go sign up to submitpub.com. Go get your website submitted, get in there, and get your website noticed by people on our network. It is submitpub.com. And the other site our users are going to want to go to, obviously, is banvertise.com. It's a free banner advertising network, banvertise.com. Totally free to use. And between now and the 1st, anybody who joins up, I'm basically giving them 1,000 banner views, just like that, just for being, I'm just being a nice guy during Christmas. Yes, I said Christmas, not holidays. Damn it, it's Christmas. There. So now that's it. Hi, Johnny. How you doing?
Hey.
I said Christmas. Did you hear that?
Hey, John, you got to hold up the disclaimer sign so the Muslims and everybody else won't sit there and sue them. No. You don't have the signs today? Oh my God, we're so screwed today, man. Damn it.
Not at the moment.
Because you got people that celebrate Kwanzaa, you got people that celebrate Hanukkah.
Fine. Okay, just because it's just because it's Kwanzaa, I'll give you 1,000 banner views. Oh wait, just because it's Shalom Alaka Laka Laka, I'll give you 1,000 banner views. There. Okay.
Just because it's this time of the month, how about that?
Josh, you're Buddhist. What do you celebrate?
Huh?
What do you celebrate? You're Buddhist, right?
Our next major holiday is New Year's.
No. I mean, for Christmas, what is it for you?
We don't have Christmas.
You don't celebrate anything.
No, the major holiday for us is New Year's.
Okay. New Year's, just because of the booze and alcohol, right?
No. Most Buddhists don't drink.
I know. I'm joking.
I don't drink.
So anyhow, anybody who joins up at bandvertise.com, get the word out. We're going to have an affiliate page up soon on this, but it's still being worked on. But it's a really good program. It's working really well. Get your banners seen. Idea behind it is really simple. You put the HTML code on your website, and for every 2 times you show a banner, your banner gets seen elsewhere. So join up before, let's say, New Year's. Does New Year's sound good, guys? January 1st, before that, and they get 1,000 banner views? Sound good, John? Yeah. Where's your cup, Johnny? You don't have your shirt. You don't have your cup. Okay, he's got it. Okay, see, there you go.
My shirt is in the wash.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I was, oof. I had to skip yesterday because of that. So before January 1st, and we'll give you 1,000 banner views. Other than that, Johnny, you sent me an article. I did not get a chance to read it, saying here's proof that traffic exchanges aren't dead yet.
Yeah.
This is not your article. This is an article you found, right?
The main reason I sent you the article, I sent it to Belinda also. The main reason I sent it to you
there's your problem.
This was one of John Olson's sites that I couldn't remember the name of the other day.
Oh, John Olson owns Hit Exchange News?
Yes, that's him.
Cool. I like the blog site. I actually might put it in Mardox. I like it.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's his site. He's been doing that for years. He's had a long time.
Okay, well you tell him Nelson likes this site. And then tell him to call me, because we got to start the new year fresh and on a good foot.
Yeah.
Oh hell, just tell him to watch this video, and tell him to go to what are we at here? I can never tell where the time is at. Tell him to go to 22 minutes in, 22 and 30 seconds in, and see what I said about it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell him, but
I won't tell him. God, I'm not gonna tell him. I can't wait till the show's done. Show the cup.
Yeah, that was the one I couldn't remember the other day. The name,
Yeah, no, that's actually a cool website. I like it. I like the way they have I have it showing on the screen where they have he has the pulse for the N, and I went, Hit Exchange Ooze. What? Oh, news! I had to catch it for a second. But I like the design of that logo. It is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, so proof that traffic exchanges are not... God, I had too much alcohol before the show. Proof that the traffic exchanges aren't dead yet. Can you fill us in, Johnny?
Well, what the article is basically about... There's this program called TE List Builder that's made by people. They made I can't remember the name of it.
Did I put you on the spot?
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, just say. I'm putting you on the spot now, but there might be a polo shirt in it for you later. They
made this program, TE List Builder, and it basically helps people to start building their list using traffic exchanges. And people have been joining it and promoting it and building their list and doing very well with it.
Now, is it list?
So far.
Is it list building to build your own personal list, or a list of traffic exchanges that you're part of?
No, it's list building. It's
list building, actual list. Okay, cool, very cool.
Yeah, you build your list as you go through the steps that they have you go through in the membership area.
Right.
Stuff, the different tasks. that you are told to do, and so on and so forth.
Right.
And it basically teaches you how to bliss. And in this case, it just happens to be, using traffic exchange.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. No,
And
I went over the site. I like the site. I liked a couple of the articles that he had. But yesterday, unfortunately, I was swamped with snow removal, and
I figured you
yeah,
were.
I got right before the show. Everybody, like my dad put his back out, and so I had to go do his. But then the clients called me and
Right.
said, "Well, the plow went by, and now there's a pile of snow." There's literally a pile of snow, right? Like, a couple inches. They can drive through it, but they're making it sound like it's 2 feet of snow. They can't back through it. You know, the guy that does my driveway, I have to call him to come do my driveway, and he
Uh-huh.
doesn't get this. He has this hard time trying to understand. I need to call him before he comes. One, because I want to get all my vehicles out of my driveway, and two, I don't want him to come on every single snowfall. I don't care if there's a foot of snow, as long as my wife's minivan can get through. We'll leave it and we'll do it
Right.
one time. It costs a lot less. What
Right.
what will run me $450, $500 for snow removal for a driveway winds up costing me maybe $120 for the season,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm paying for each time, and
Yeah.
and he came by today, but he's like, wow, I want all my clients to be like you. I can just go whenever I want. Just wait till all the snow falls and just go do it.
Hmm.
And it's how it should be. Get off our cases and we'll shovel snow when we're good and ready.
The program that they made first,
Yeah.
these guys it was called TE Pays, and basically teaching you how to make money with traffic exchanges, and they
Hello and welcome.
relaunched it as TE List Builder. And they redid it new and
Yeah,
stuff. And
that's on the screen right now. That you just sent it to me.
yeah.
Warn me when there's an automatic playing video, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's on the screen right now. No, Josh, come back,
Okay.
Josh, come back. I look better when my window's smaller. Yeah, there you go. John, have you looked at the new layout of our live chats? Have you looked at it?
Did I look at what?
The videos
No.
when they're done. Have you looked at it?
Not yet.
Oh,
No.
okay, go take a look. I need you guys to tell me what you guys think
Okay.
of how we got it set up. I'm trying because what I'm looking at. Well, I know I can't show it. I can't show you the screen share of what I'm doing because the window that is on my right hand side will all disappear. So that doesn't work. But on the left hand side, John, I got the websites that we're talking about. On the right hand, my right hand side, I got our videos, our stream. So go take a look at it, you guys, and let me know what you guys think about it. And
Looking at it now, it looks cool.
okay, so you look at yesterday's or today's?
I know I'm looking at it on my phone.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, so that would be it. So I can then scroll up and down. I can switch between. So I put this browser. I want to make one browser, one tab, just the Mardox logo. So when we come up, it says Mardox Daily Live Chats. While we're starting it,
Yeah.
it has just right dead center. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
that, and then before the show, I'm gonna open the tabs up of the things we want to talk about, and then like just now, you sent me a link. I click on it, it opens up, and we can talk about it right away.
Right.
Instead of having to do that, switch the windows out and stuff, and I'm trying to make it better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it better.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Look good. Look good.
So Johnny, we're doing a general chat. Belinda should still be here. I hope she is. And we're talking tech today, so it's either or.
Okay.
It's a Thursday Friday mashup.
Oh yeah, today is Friday, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's Friday. Yeah. And when we're
Yeah.
when
Goodness gracious.
yeah. Yeah, there's no WWE. Forget that.
No, I mean, since I've been back fully to work, the time has just been going.
Oh yeah, it was kind of dumb, the snow removal. It wasn't much snow. It's just my daughter and I aren't 100% back into the way of doing things, and it's like, oh, it took so long. It took 6.5 hours to shovel this stuff where it should have taken us 4.
Okay.
It's I don't know. It was just the energy is not there.
Yeah, I know how that is. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get back into it. It's when you get back home, you look at your own driveway, and you're like, oh, I didn't pay my bill.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Rocket League as we're talking, so that's why I'm looking off to the side. So, are there any other topics you want to talk about, Johnny? Anything that comes to mind? Does anything turn your crank?
Yes, something that really, really turns my crank really, really bad
Uh-oh.
is when I want to, doing my safe list stuff, right? And, I want to do a mailing to advertise a program like Mardox or
Yeah.
whatever else.
Yeah.
And then it goes through the site check and everything. And then sometimes it won't accept particular ones because of hidden iframes.
Right.
That's annoying to
Are
me.
you hinting at me, or are you saying it in general?
No, in general.
I understand. Yeah, I understand where they're coming from. The embedded in the iframes, because they can't. They want to know what you're promoting is what is there,
Yes,
and not that you're going to have
yeah,
dynamic content. But
yeah.
yeah, the traffic exchanges have got to get, like, they've got to lighten up on this.
I've read up on it a little bit, and I've come to understand the danger of,
What? Yeah,
iframes and
because
stuff.
from my understanding, it's the person owning the site that's in the iframe. They can put whatever they want on your site.
Yeah, and that's how like malware and stuff gets on people's stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, it's just really annoying sometimes.
it is.
Just especially when you are, you put in your affiliate link for whatever you're promoting, and you know, and then it won't be accepted because of hidden iframes, or another one that just really upsets me is the places that want to accept it for too many redirects.
Yeah, that gets, again. That's iframes, or the server redirects. Sometimes the too many redirects consists of one hop,
Okay.
and it's like, I understand if you're going to, like, say, in our case, ref.mardox.com. But
Yeah.
we've recently changed it up so that when you go to ref.mardox.com and your user ID, it pulls the content from the main site as the template and then fills in all the blanks. That's not a redirect. That's more internally on the server. They don't see it as a redirect. But sometimes they see one redirect. It's like too many redirects. And it's like, what are
Yeah,
you?
it's ridiculous because like on most places where I put my Mardox link
Yeah,
and I use with my
too many
username and
redirects. And
everything,
that's because of the iframe.
and so most places where I put it in, I have no problem. But there are certain places that there are too many redirects, annoying.
Yeah, and it's because, in my case, it's because of the iframe for the video
Yeah,
that's at
we
YouTube.
talked about that.
Yeah.
We talked about
And it's
that.
stupid. We all know YouTube, it could be trusted. All the script has to do is look at the source link of
Yeah,
the URL and say, okay, it's a YouTube video, leave it alone. Oh, this
yeah.
is not YouTube. Okay, we don't want iframe. Allow some trusted websites.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you know.
It can be really annoying, and like some of the English stuff that I promote, for a person that you seen the banners on
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Advertiser.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let's go find. Do you have the link, or do I? You're gonna make me hunt for it. It's Hold on a sec. I'm just refreshing the page here. It's gonna come up sooner or later. I'm going through banner views. This is what happens, everybody, when I give you 1,000 free banner views. I just go through them. No, just kidding. I got it on the screen now.
Okay,
Espresso English.
right.
Yeah.
And when
Don't do as I do. Do as I say.
when I put the affiliate link, because this lady that makes courses and stuff, she has an affiliate program,
Right.
and um, and when I put the affiliate link, if I want to advertise it on the traffic exchanges or in the safe list, then it won't let it through because of hidden iframes. I think
The
it was.
iframes,
Yeah.
and she has a pop up. Yeah,
Yeah. Also,
she's running a JavaScript
after a bit,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But I never got a warning about the pop-ups, but about too many
yeah.
iframes. And I had
Her iframe is the video,
Yeah.
And what else do we have? That's all. It would just be the video.
And what I had to do was I made a splash page for it, so I can so that I could advertise it in the traffic exchanges and stuff. Let me find. So yeah, I had to make a basic splash page just to be able to advertise it in the T's and stuff,
Right.
and on the safe list, because you know no site would accept it. Uh, yeah, no site would accept it whatsoever.
She's got a nice site. Now keep in mind, right, for those of you watching, this is kind of crunched. It's in only half of my screen, so there is some deformity going on here. But it's she's got a nice site. It fits nice.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, very very annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to have those problems of look at this. Do not use English Reader etc online. Isn't that neat? She writes that right in her blog. Dude is a scam. No, no. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's John's website, EnglishReaderETCOnline.com. John's legit.
And this is the splash page. I put another link there. That's the splash page I had to make for it, so that I can advertise it in the TEs and in the safe list.
Excuse me.
Otherwise, the only way people can get to it is by direct link that
Improve your English right now. Just a few minutes a day. I know speaking English and I having to learn this. Theoretically, John could actually teach somebody who knows a little bit of English. No matter what language the person originally speaks, you could teach someone English as long as they understand a bit of it, right?
Yeah, I specialize in teaching Germans English,
Right.
because I speak their language.
Right.
And I haven't had a student yet I haven't had to teach a student yet that doesn't know, or that I don't speak their language. So,
but is it feasible? Again, the person would have to understand the person would have to understand the minimum of English, right?
Yeah, but that's what most, especially most online trainers, is what they do.
Okay.
And a lot of ESL teachers and trainers, online and offline, they teach people English and they don't know.
ESL stands for.
Excuse me.
ESL stands for.
You put me on the spot today.
No, I know what it means. I know what it means, but as a pro, you should be telling people
English as a second language.
That's right. Okay, I know what it means. It's just so people watching
know what we're talking about.
Dude, there might be a polo shirt. Keep that in mind. There
might be. The answer to it. You know the answer to a question until somebody asks you. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
Like what 1 + 1 is, right? And you're like.
Somewhere between 3.9 and 4.1. You gotta ask an accountant.
Yeah. But but I specialize in teaching Germans because when they have questions and stuff, then we can discuss it in German.
Yeah. I was watching an episode today where they're talking about they're going through an old World War II German bunker. And on the walls, the people that were there during World War II did graffiti on the walls, but it's not graffiti like today where it's just spray cans and anything all which way. They would literally write out poems in nice big letters. And when you look at the words, it looks a lot like English, just not quite. It's like someone learned English, but without learning the alphabet 100%, Okay. But the calligraphy that they used on these, like 1 foot high letters, writing out a nice poem, and they would write out quotes like, Winston Churchill, for example. You'll put WC, and they'll write out a quote from Winston Churchill, or AD, well, AH, and we know who that is, but. It's still, they did this. And then what got me was the wording, like, for example, light. They would have a word underneath where a light switch would be, and they would write light, but it's not written L-I-G-H-T, it's L-I-C-H-T. Is that how they say light in German?
No, that means that's a totally different word, and that means not heavy. The opposite of heavy. That means
Oh, okay.
light.
It means light, like lightweight.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I looked at it and I was like, oh, that must mean light, like light switch.
Uh,
Because everything is ripped out. Okay, so that means what in terms of weight,
yes.
not in terms of
Or
clarity.
or in terms of something being easy.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, okay. So
something to be
the
easy to do.
lighting, actual light. What would it be in German?
This is Licht.
And how would that be spelled?
How? Wait a minute.
Lei?
Is what you say? What you
Licht.
say again?
Licht.
Licht.
Th. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. You see,
Th. Huh?
you need a pro.
Light? Leaf, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. The thing about me, I don't write German a whole lot. I speak a little bit, but I don't write it much.
You just write. You just learned one phrase. Pay me.
so,
Have you
so
learned?
I,
Have you taken the time to learn the second phrase after "pay me"? It's "or else" in German.
I admire my business English students because they a lot of them have to write and read emails and stuff in English and stuff like that. And it's admirable. But their problem is they don't always get the opportunity to speak it much. Some of them more so than others. But when they don't have the opportunity to speak it much at work, then they have to be motivated and go out and get it because having 1 hour and a half of instruction once a week is simply not enough.
That's right. That is true. That is
It's a
no. That
good
is true.
thing, and it's a good thing that the company allows them to do it and pays for it and
Yeah.
everything, during company time.
Yeah.
But it's not enough.
It's like me when I teach people how to use FTP and how to do their own
Yeah,
website stuff. They learn FTP, and every time they go in to use FTP, unless you use it daily, you're like, how do I do this again? How do I log in? And
yeah,
you got to keep thinking it through. But
yeah,
if you do it on a daily basis, you'll learn it. But that's
yeah,
the thing; you have to do it on a daily
yeah.
basis until
It
your
becomes
mind,
second nature. Yeah,
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 until your neurons actually make the connection and say, yeah,
yeah,
A
yeah,
A equals B equals C.
yeah, yeah,
But a lot of people want to learn programming, and it's like, oh, okay, I'll learn how to print out "Hello World," but a week later, you're going like, how did I do that?
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Because it's like the question I often ask you is about banners. Making banners. You've walked me through it before,
3 o'clock
and
in the morning, John calls me up. Hey, Nelson, how do we do banners again?
and I just yeah. And if I can't find where I wrote down the examples, I'm totally lost.
I answered the phone last night to Michael Kustre. He called me at about 12:42 my time,
Okay.
at midnight, and I'm like, I answer the phone, dude, do you know what time it is? And he goes, yeah, it's time for you to wake up and get started working. I was awake. He knew it, but it's like, do you know what time it is? Because Michael knows if I don't answer the phone, it's because I'm asleep. My phone goes to private mode after when I go to sleep.
Mhm.
And it's in a totally different room on a totally different level of the house. So I if I don't answer, it's because I'm gone.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't sleep with my phone sitting beside me waiting for to answer people's phone calls.
Mm.
But it was just funny how you did that. Yeah, it's time for you to wake up and get to work.
Yeah. Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
where were you at that time? That would have been six something your time in the morning.
Yeah.
You were just getting up, weren't you?
That depends on what day it is.
Yesterday, this morning.
Yesterday. This morning,
Yeah.
I was on the road.
Oh wow, what time did you get up at?
I got up at 4:30 my time.
Oh wow.
4:30 in the
Yeah.
morning my time because I have to be on Fridays. I have to be out at Daimler, and my first group starts at 7:30 my time.
Oh wow, they got to get up early and get to work and learn English.
And it takes me normally it takes me an hour to
Do,
get there.
do you find the quality of your teaching is just as good when people learn at 7 a.m. as opposed to people who learn after lunch?
It depends because the first thing in the morning is not easy.
That's it. I was gonna say, For me to do something, it's usually at night. I would say about 3 hours before I go to bed. Sometimes if I don't know something, I'll sit down and I'll read over it, and then
Yeah.
I won't do any programming, but I'll go to bed right after I finish reading it, and then the next day it makes sense because my
Yeah.
brain processed what I read. But
Yeah.
if I try to learn something and just do it straight off, I get it all botched up. I can't wrap my head. Usually, this is stuff that's really complicated. But if I
Yeah.
literally sleep on the structure, the foundation the information, I learn it better the next day. So in my case, I would need you to teach me German, for example, right before I
Yeah.
go to bed. But it
Okay.
is amazing what our brains do while we sleep. It is amazing how
Yeah.
much
That
information
is
gets
true.
sorted.
It's true. Yeah.
It is. It's
All the
incredible.
information, all the information and processes
Yeah,
every day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It processes a whole lot more than we realize.
my wife and I have figured out that since I've known her, don't I cannot, and it just sometimes happens. We get into arguments, triggered, and there's spats and shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Sure.
if it happens before I go to bed and I'm upset, I might as well just stay up all night.
Okay.
Because if I go to bed upset, I'm going to be pissed for a week.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just stay up all night, do
Yeah.
something else, go for a walk, and then go to sleep the next during the day or
Yeah.
something if I don't have anything to do, because then I'm not upset for an entire week. It's like my brain goes to bed mad, and it's like I learned I need to be
Yeah.
mad,
Yeah.
and
That's interesting.
yeah, yeah,
There's a Bible principle that teaches that we should not let the sun set, and we're still upset about something. We need to try to iron out our
yeah,
differences, basically before we go to bed.
yeah. And I'm wondering if that does have value to it.
Yeah, it does. A lot of things in the Bible has a lot of
Oh, wait,
psychological
Belinda's here. Shh, say that quietly.
has a lot of
She's not
psychological
here. She left.
value and
Yeah,
health wise.
yeah.
The principles and everything.
It has a lot of common sense.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
does. I mean, if people followed the teachings of Jesus Christ, just the principles and everything that he put out, without wanting to be Christian and everything, they would have less problems in their life
Yeah.
because it teaches you how to deal with stuff, and it teaches you how to react to stuff. It teaches you that everything is not the end of the world, and because the Bible teaches us that you should not over worry about things,
So,
because you shouldn't be overly anxious about things because every day has its own problems. You
King
see.
King Street here in town. I went to the
Mhm.
bank. I sat yesterday after dealing with the snow. I sat for a half an hour at the till at the bank, and two things happened because in this situation. I sat there for over half an hour, and this is embarrassing for the till. The person at the till, because oh my god, I got a client sitting here for half an hour. She's on the phone waiting for someone to answer to do something at the computer, and you can see in her body language like, oh my god, I'm really sorry about this. And I'm like, there's no problem. And it said,
Yeah,
I got to get it
yeah,
done now, or I got to come back and get it done later, or either one. And then she even said, she goes as far as saying, you're really patient. I said, what am I going to do? Upset you and then still not get my card activated? You see?
yeah, right,
And
exactly.
and the problem was my credit card came in, but the PIN code that's supposed to come in as a separate letter before the credit card,
Right,
that never
right,
came in. So I had to go to the bank and get them to
ah,
reset that code, and that's like an
yeah,
impossibility, you know,
right, right,
because it's a huge security risk. I had to prove who I
right,
was and
right,
a whole bunch of stuff.
right. Yeah, yeah,
But got that dealt with. Everybody's smiley, happy. I said thank you for your time, and you guys did a great job, and I left. When I came out of the bank, I was already in a good mood. When I came out of the bank, King Street is full of cars at this point. It is just packed for probably about 5 miles. It's just a straight line of cars moving
uh,
slowly. Well, between the bank and McDonald's, I'm in the right-hand lane. Here in Canada, we drive on the right-hand side, and the idiots are on the left. I mean the opposite direction. But as I'm in the lane, I'm letting cars that are trying to get into King It's the hard flow of traffic. I'm letting a couple cars get in before me. I got no point in speeding.
Exactly.
Their nose is already let them in, right?
Yeah.
I do that once, no problem. Do it twice, and I hear the car behind me rev his engine.
Yeah.
You know, I did it. I said, "You son of a!" Before I got to McDonald's, I let 3 cars in. Guy behind me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah.
I get to the turn for McDonald's. I go drive up. This guy obviously continues on. I go in. I'm there for 10 minutes in line waiting because by now it's supper time. Everyone's like, I want McDonald's. So I order my McDonald's and I drive out and I'm back in the same lane, continuing to my place. Who do I see wrap the rail and telephone post?
Really? Oh. Ooh.
Instant karma.
Yeah.
Dude hit a telephone post. He lost control. Bang. Hit a post. You, if you're going to be impatient and heavy on the gas, you're going to wind up injuring or damaging something of your own.
Yeah. We were talking about that in class the other day about how because we're talking about cultures and stuff and everything. Driving here in Germany is extremely stressful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it can be pure stress.
Wait, before you go further, do I need a special license to drive in Germany?
You can drive. I think you can drive on. I'd have to check it. You can drive on the license that you have for Ute.
7,5 Stunden.
Ute.
7,5 Stunden, das schwanger bis mit unserem Führerschein. Mit dem 3 Jahr.
No, 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 no. If he comes to visit.
Besucher, den die dann, also in Deutschland sehen die dann Besucher Ausweisungssteuer, haben die auch gefahren.
So he has to apply for a visitor's driver's license.
Yeah, I think so because I'd have to take a course to drive on the opposite side of the road and stuff. I think, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we drive on the correct side of the road.
I'm gonna look into it because I do want to actually drive on the Autobahn at least once.
Yeah.
With John's car.
I was thinking the other day. I was like, I bet if Nelson would. I was like, I wonder if I let Nelson drive and he's here. He could.
I gotta get on the actual what Americans know as the Autobahn, not
Right.
what you guys call the Autobahn because I don't care about that Autobahn. And should we explain to the viewers what I mean by that?
Well, yeah, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is Autobahn means auto route, auto route or highway for you guys, whereas we see Autobahn is that one stretch of road that you can drive at whatever speed you want.
When Americans, right, and I guess Canadians think of the Autobahn, they think Indy 500.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it, and it's not. It's not.
Right. You're right.
People have a sense of self-preservation.
We do have speed limits over here, folks.
Yeah.
You know, the Autobahn, there are speed limits.
That's because I said that. I said I'm going to go to Germany, and I got people like my dad goes, "Oh, make sure you drive on the Autobahn." I said, "Why would I want to get on the highway beside John's place?" He goes, "What do you mean?" No, I mean the Autobahn. And I said, "Well, that means highway.
Yeah.
Auto route." And he's
Right.
like, then my dad's like, "Well, no, there's an Autobahn." I said, "Yeah, that's just one little stretch of a few miles."
Well, it depends, you know, because we have a network of highways, and you have different parts of it, and you have some things that are called fast streets, and you can drive, like in some areas, you can drive up to 100 k's per hour, and then on the Autobahn, in many areas, the fastest you are legally allowed to drive is 120 k's.
Yeah, that's it. But that's 100. Oh no, okay. Well, then it's not worth me driving in Germany because 120k. We do that every single day here. The piece of the 410 here that goes across the town, not lengthwise but crosswise. It's never less than 120.
Yeah,
it's never. Okay. It is our Autobahn. No one dies. It's just the thing is the cops here. They go after the ones that are going faster than the flow of traffic. If everyone's doing 120, they're not going to say anything.
Because sometimes you do have to drive a little bit faster, not to interrupt the flow of traffic.
It could be dangerous going slower.
It could be dangerous, yeah.
Because 20 kilometers an hour. 20 kilometers an hour, or I think 35 miles an hour, is a big difference there when you suddenly come up to somebody. It's like, oh
Yeah.
crap, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when you drive and you come into a on the autobahn and you come to a traffic jam, the last person in line, he usually puts on his emergency
Yeah,
blinkers when
yeah,
he
yeah.
sees.
Yeah, and when I drive and I come up to a traffic jam and I see there's a bunch of cars, I don't just put my four ways on. I actually move over towards the shoulder, not on the shoulder, but I aim my nose, because if I can see in my rear view if that guy is not stopping, I'm stepping on the gas and going in that lane. No, and I've done it before, and it's just preventative. You know, let the guy hit the guy in front of me, or at least give him my distance of my vehicle more.
Because what also upsets me is people's following distance here is horrible.
Yeah.
You know,
You're gonna hate driving with me, because I have to leave a lot of distance between me and the car in front of me because of my eyesight.
okay.
I don't see in three dimensions.
I leave plenty of distance.
Yeah.
But most people, they don't. That's the problem. You know, their following distance is like this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah. When
It's like
rule of thumb is, when you see a car in front of you pass a light post, you should go 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, and then your car is passing the same light post.
exactly.
That's
what we learned.
Yeah.
That's what we learned in driver's training.
Right, and if I'm on the highway, it's 5 to 7 1,000
Yeah.
at minimum.
And on the highway, it's difficult to do because people see the gap and they feel it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
that's it.
that's the problem.
That's it.
And and one time, this was weeks ago, I was on the highway on the way to work, and then the traffic came into a traffic jam, and then later on down the road, we realized why. There had been an accident on the left side, on the left lane, fast lane, and there was like at least 4 or 5 cars involved, and evidently they were driving too close.
Yep.
And somebody had the brake maybe or so, and bam, 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 and you know.
Yeah, you gotta be careful on that. Yeah.
And once the other day, a few days ago, I'm on my way home. I'm driving this road that I drive often. You know, it's uphill, and I'm coming to the crest of the hill, and it's like becoming evening, right? So it's dark. It's not really late. It's just it gets darker earlier here now, and I'm driving along, you know, at a good pace, and then all of a sudden, I see on the street what looks like a big old dust ball moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was a hedgehog.
A hedgehog.
It was a hedgehog crossing the street. Yeah, it was about this big.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And
now, for those of you watching, you have to understand, John's a basketball player, so those are big fingers, you see.
John's not good at basketball. Yeah, and at the rate, because it was crossing from the right side of the street to the left, right, as I was approaching, and as I got close to it, it was like at my leftmost tire, at my front left tire, and so I had to control my thoughts and not slam on brakes. I had to brake, and I had to right a little bit so I wouldn't clip it.
Yeah, that's it. And have you ever hit the animals and felt bad? Oh my God, I just killed a life.
Yeah. Luckily, I haven't hit one.
Oh no.
Luckily,
I hit a deer. I hit a deer once with my 4-wheel drive. It's a nerve-wracking experience at 100 kilometers an hour down a country road at night, and I hit it on my driver's side. It damaged the fender a little bit, but what got me was it was such raised above the ground. The truck went on its 2 wheels and rolled for a bit and then came back. That one side was airborne, and that freaked me out.
I believe it.
It was a small deer, but that freaked me out when the tuduk is like, oh, and you're on an angle. Those wheels aren't touching. You know?
You were doing stuntman stuff.
Yeah, and I didn't know what to do. I really, and it just went down by itself because I didn't go past that point of gravity, that middle. you know, so there was that at least. But yeah, that was nerve wracking, you know,
Yeah.
at its best.
There was traffic coming. There was traffic coming the other way, and so I guess the guy saw what was going on, and he saw that, so they slowed down too in time,
Yeah,
not to run the poor little guy over.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Before we wrap it up, yeah, Germany is going to be next September. We don't know what date yet. Just letting people know here. So talk to John if you guys want to meet up, or if you guys live near Germany, we can get together and do a meet and greet. There's no problem there.
You got to come to southern Germany, though, folks.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out as we get closer to next September. So just, you know, keep the thing there. I want to fly first class on Emerald Emirates. That plane, they've got private cabins. Well, put it this way. Go watch the episode on Casey Neistat's channel. He actually turns on a drone in his cabin on the plane, and he actually flies his drone in the cabin. That much room. You can spread your arms out like this. You know, it's so big. It's an A330. What is it called? The A330 or it's the biggest one they got so far there. But you got 3 rows of cabins. The 2 outside rows have windows, so you can see out. The middle rows, they've got plasma screens or TV screens set up with cutouts of windows, so you can see what's on the other side of the plane on the window side. You get a view of outside in the middle row cabins, and they're insulated. You got a bed full leg span, 46 or 47-inch TV flat screens. It's the stewardess. I think that's what we call them. The attendants get pissed off if you try to make your bed before sleeping. They are paid.
How dare you?
They make the bed before you have to go to bed. Yeah, and it's just because let's just say they're paid for it. But I showed that to Jackie, and I said to Jackie, we have to be on that accommodation going to Germany.
A flight hotel. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna. My luck, I'm gonna be stuck between a baby that's got diarrhea and some guy that won't stop sleeping on my shoulder or something, the whole way.
If I give you a free Mardox shirt, would you shut up?
No, but they got really good service. So I was going to go with them, but I got to see what the price of the ticket's going to be, because I am not. I'm not traveling 8 hours to. Because what is it from Canada to Germany? Is 8 hours?
Oh, why not? Don't be a wimp.
I'm not sure. I think it's probably about 8 hours.
Yeah, it's about 8-hour trip to Germany. You know, and it's like, you know, I want first class because then I got my own private way out. You know, I don't have to deal with the lower class. That's not true. I don't think of people like that.
You do.
Johnny, it's been over an hour. Do you want to wrap it up?
Hey, everyone. Thank you once again for the Mardox Daily Live Chat coming to you normal every weekday, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we ask you to do 3 pretty cool, important things: to subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. We want to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope to see you again. Have a good one.
Have a good day, and God bless everybody.
Where's the button?